Hello, everyone. How you doing? Bring you another sports talk update. Today, I'm going to go over basically the five top teams. So these five top teams will be teams that will probably be, I believe, in the Super Bowl or have a chance to make it a Super Bowl. Obviously, this is going to change from week to week. It's just the third week. Anything could happen. The first week, it's so unpredictable because you have new players from college playing into the pro level, and then some new quarterbacks, new coaches and schemes and different things. So before I go into the top five teams that I believe are, and I'm gonna go for their ranking, obviously. You have to know who are the worst teams out there. Uh, I would say right now the Jets. They have a quarterback that wasn't expecting to play. You know, he was happy learning, and his name's Zach Wilson. He was just happy, just basically learning under Aaron Rodgers, and then getting to play. But I would say Jets because their defense is good. They keep teams you know, under certain scores, but they don't make that much turnovers, and they don't get to the quarterback that much. And their pass defense is shaky, and sometimes their run defense. So, but they overall they do a good job, and also their offensive line is, they're getting there. They're not all the way there. They're getting there. They have some pieces that they need to put in place so they can boost up that running game. Also, Chicago Bears. Justin Fields, he's struggling. I mean, at one point, I think right before the fourth quarter against the Chiefs, he only had like 42 yards passing. He did have at least over 40 yards rushing, but he ended up with I think about 99 yards for the whole game. So that's you know it's that just tells the whole story. They're not playing all together. Their coaching is atrocious. So I believe they got to go back to the drawing board, and in all three phases. Offense, defense, and special teams. And last but not least, Minnesota Vikings. Very inconsistent, um, especially the quarterback play. Justin Jefferson, a phenomenal receiver, but just that quarterback play is inconsistent. Sometimes he's right on mark, and sometimes he's just I don't know what's going on. Um, but we'll see. Those are my bottom three teams. I would say, and then my top five teams. I'm starting at five. Let's see. I'd probably put, let's see, top bottom five, the Chiefs, just because their record, they're 2-1. The Chiefs are 2-1 this year. And they lost that first game. They didn't have Travis Kelsey or Chris Jones, their main defensive guy. But what happens if you lose those guys during the season? Then what happens? Like, then do you become mediocre? So are they two guys away from becoming a championship team? You know, and I know they're getting all this hype with Taylor Swift, but you know, we'll see what happens with that. That's just more attention that is unneeded. Fourth, I would definitely put. Let's see, I'll probably put. I'm trying to think. Cowboys. Um, I believe they just got outplayed last week. They definitely have a good defense. Uh, you know, the Arizona Cardinals surprised them, good coaching, and they somehow whooped them that time. The only thing I would say about the Cowboys is their weakness is their offensive line. That offensive line, and then the quarterback. It's probably their weakness. Because they're not running the ball as they should, and It's that defense that is making the offense look good right now. Third on my list would be, I would say, the 49ers. 49ers would be third on my list. 49ers, Brock Purdy, um, he's doing very good. That defense with Bosa is crazy. Um, I still gotta see him play more games. They look very good, but it could be deceiving when they start playing better teams. I need to see how they play. But Purdy so far is undefeated, and how long would that last? Who knows? Second, I'm putting the Eagles in second because they're complete on both sides of the ball, and they have Jalen Hurts. They've been struggling to win, but they still win. There's a few games that it's just they find a way to win, which is what you want on a team. That they find ways to win those games. So sometimes it's the special teams, sometimes it's the offense, sometimes the defense. But with Jalen Hurts, as a quarterback, and he does play smart. And I feel like last year was a tiny bit better, but we'll see. This year is still still only a few weeks, so sometimes it takes time to get back into that groove. But they definitely last year were like unstoppable until the Super Bowl. And number one team, let's see if anyone can guess. It's gonna be the Miami Dolphins. After that 70-10, 70-20 shellacking of the Broncos. I know Broncos aren't that good, and obviously you got like the coach who used to play for the Saints. They used to coach for the Saints, Sean Payton. But Russell Wilson, I believe, is a work in progress. Um, Definitely, he's a work in progress. I feel like he needs a little more confidence. He's not the same guy he was when he used to play for um, the Seattle Seahawks. But nonetheless, I feel like I got work to do: defense, offense, and all three phases. You don't want to lose 70-10, and they could. Miami obviously could have put more points to the board. They definitely could have gone to 73, or maybe it was ridiculous. So Miami, they're just like I believe they're the number one team for now because they have they have a good defense, and then they got a good rushing attack with Mozart, and then you got Tua, who's he's so accurate. I mean, I don't think he's the best of the best quarterbacks, but he's very accurate with his passing. So Tua, is a beast, and then you got the Jalen Waddle, who didn't even play, who's one of the top receivers, and he's very fast. And then you got Tyreek Hill. I mean, Tyreek Hill is a monster in himself. He's just so fast. He cuts. He moves. That's the key. We see a lot of players. They can play the position. They can they can do what they're told, but sometimes it's about improvising. You see quarterback in trouble. They come back to the ball, and you know they improvise. They see cornerbacks on that route, so they change the route a little bit to make it easier for the quarterback. Because not all passes will be perfect. Because when you're throwing in a like what's called you're throwing inside that what's called when there's so many people together, when you're dropping back, it's just hard to throw a good pass. Sometimes quarterbacks are trying to avoid a sack, and then they're throwing the ball. So that's what creates sometimes interception, because they're making moves and you're doing two things at once. So Miami definitely is my top pick, and I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think are the top teams in the NFL that could possibly make the Super Bowl. Obviously, I left some good teams out. It's Cleveland, maybe. Cleveland's a maybe. Um, it's called the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson, or maybe. It's called. It's all different teams that I think have a chance to be super contenders. LA Chargers, they won last week, so who knows? They might get there. It's scary because you just don't know who's going to come out. I mean, obviously, Chiefs are the favorites because they won the Super Bowl last year, but that means nothing. Every year is different, and it's going to be tough. And obviously, they had a great offensive line last year, which kept Mahomes, Mahomes, as they call him, off the dirt. So it just depends what you go in with at the end of the season. That's what I like about Tom Brady. He used to go in with anything, when he was younger, go with any, no line, no running game, no, no receivers, no, subpar defense, and he still was able to become a champion. So that's why I always consider him the greatest because he worked with less. Take away Travis Kelsey from Mahomes, and then let's see how he does. Because Travis Kelsey is amazing. So anyway, that's my top five. Obviously you might have something different. You might believe in other teams. Just from watching, because I had NFL Red Zone. Watching these teams and seeing how they play. Those look like my strong five, but that could change from week to week. So obviously, who knows? Some teams in the bottom will be coming back up, and it could be a totally different game. Anyway, that's it for today. Another sports update for you, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, take care.